event type is natural. Extreme cold conditions are widespread across Manitoba and Ontario caused by an apparent polar vortex of abnormal circumstances. Temperatures as low as -46 degrees Celsius are being recorded in a mass reporting incident. This is a potentially life-threatening situation. Residents in the affected areas of Manitoba and Ontario must take immediate action. Keep warm at all costs as temperatures are dangerously low. Potential actions consist of wearing multiple layers of clothing, using covers such as blankets, and concealing the inside of your home from the outside. Electrical appliances and utilities will be rendered inoperable within hours, so disable all electrical systems in your home to prevent damage or injury. Stay tuned to local media to the best of your ability during this event.
Le type d'événement est naturel. Des conditions de froid extrêmes sont répandues à travers le Manitoba et l'Ontario, causées par un vortex polaire apparent de circonstances anormales. Des températures aussi basses que -46 degrés Celsius sont enregistrées dans un rapport de masse. Il s'agit d'une situation qui peut mettre la vie en danger. Les résidents des zones touchées du Manitoba et de l'Ontario doivent prendre des mesures immédiates, rester au chaud à tout prix car les températures sont dangereusement basses. Les actions potentielles consistent à porter plusieurs couches de vêtements, à utiliser des couvertures et à cacher l'intérieur de votre maison de l'extérieur. Les appareils électriques et les services publics seront rendus inopérants en quelques heures. Désactivez donc tous les systèmes électriques de votre maison pour éviter tout dommage ou blessure. Restez à l'écoute des médias locaux du mieux que vous le pouvez pendant cet événement.
The National Weather Service in Duluth has issued a blizzard warning for Cook County in northeastern Minnesota, effective until 11:49 a.m. Central Standard Time on Wednesday, January 27, 2016. As a result, visibility is extremely low outside. Do not travel unless it is necessary. Remember that temperatures are also very low outdoors and outside air should not be contacted without layered clothing. Stay tuned for further updates. The following message is being broadcasted at the request of Michigan Emergency Management and Homeland Security. Abnormally low temperatures are being reported in the east of the lower Michigan Peninsula. The absolute low recorded as of now was -36 degrees Fahrenheit. With such dangerously low temperatures present, you should take action to remain safe. Go indoors and seal any openings with duct tape or damp towels. Go into a warm room, preferably in an inner layer of your residence or building. Wait for further instructions as provided through television or radio.
The following emergency bulletin has been sent per the request of several state-level administrations in the Midwestern United States. A massive cold wave originating from the Earth's true North Pole has reached into the Midwestern United States. Temperatures as low as -71 degrees Fahrenheit have been reported as far south as DeKalb, Illinois. Wind speeds at a peak of 80 miles per hour have been reported. This will cause the aforementioned -71 degrees Fahrenheit temperatures to feel like -142 degrees Fahrenheit. Average winds in the affected area are around 38 miles per hour, along with average temperatures of around -43 degrees Fahrenheit. The human body feels this as -88 degrees Fahrenheit. Temperatures at the absolute extreme low of this event, -120 degrees Fahrenheit, have never been recorded outside Antarctic zones. With such abnormal temperature drops, there is no known reason or cause associated with this event. This is an extremely dangerous situation, as outdoor periods of 10 minutes or more will be deadly, even with multiple layers of clothing. There is no end in sight for this event, and it will likely last over 10 days. Blizzard conditions are also widespread across the Midwest, making travel impossible. Flash freezes and ice patches will be highly prevalent for the time being. Citizens should avoid going outdoors for an indefinite period of time. The only time you should ever go outdoors is if it is entirely necessary for survival. However, it is not recommended to go outdoors after a 48-hour period of this alert ceasing, as snow totals upwards of 60 inches are possible. You may also be trapped in your shelter, as structures may have frozen entrance and exit points. If you find yourself in an unfavorable situation while outdoors, do not hesitate to find shelter immediately. If you feel a sudden sensation of warmth while outdoors, you're being affected by a mirage caused by hypothermia, and should seek true warmth immediately. By refusing to acknowledge this sensation, you will slowly, unknowingly freeze to death. You must do as much as possible to preserve heat, as flash freezes and overwhelmingly chilling temperatures can cut off electricity and utilities. Supplements of food, water, medical supplies, and plenty of warm clothing should be gathered in a warm, insulated room in your shelter. For the safety of you, friends, family, and loved ones, you must listen to all instructions given by authorities. Safety instructions will be repeated. Temperatures as low as -71 degrees Fahrenheit have been reported as far south as DeKalb, Illinois. Wind speeds at a peak of 80 miles per hour have been reported. This will cause the aforementioned -71 degrees Fahrenheit temperatures to feel like -142 degrees Fahrenheit. Average winds in the affected area are around 38 miles per hour, along with average temperatures of around -43 degrees Fahrenheit. The human body feels this as -88 degrees Fahrenheit. Temperatures at the absolute extreme low of this event, -120 degrees Fahrenheit, have never been recorded outside Antarctic zones. This is an extremely dangerous situation, as outdoor periods of 10 minutes or more will be deadly, even with multiple layers of clothing. There is no end in sight for this event, and it will likely last over 10 days. Blizzard conditions are also widespread across the Midwest, making travel impossible. Flash freezes and ice patches will be highly prevalent for the time being. Citizens should avoid going outdoors for an indefinite period of time. The only time you should ever go outdoors is if it is entirely necessary for survival. However, it is not recommended to go outdoors after a 48-hour period of this alert ceasing, as snow totals upwards of 60 inches are possible. You may also be trapped in your shelter, as structures may have frozen entrance and exit points. If you find yourself in an unfavorable situation while outdoors, do not hesitate to find shelter immediately.
This is a state of emergency declaration to be addressed. The following message is being broadcasted at the request of the Indiana State Emergency Management Agency. Extremely low temperatures and blizzard conditions across the Midwest have spawned countless environmental dangers impacting human life and survival. There are prevalent occurrences of black ice, extremely dry soil, and dangerously high snow levels in affected areas. Primal effects from the cold wave still remain at the moment as well. Risk of bodily danger has drastically increased with effects such as frostnip and frostbite, hypothermia, blood thickening leading to clots, and chilblains being abnormally frequent. It is still not safe to go outdoors or allow large amounts of outside air into your shelter. The shelter-in-place period has been extended for 10 days and will likely be lengthened considering the general unknowing of this event. Attempt to stay tuned to radio and media outlets for updated information.
The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Emergency Management Agencies of New Jersey and New York. This is a region-wide state of emergency extension. The shelter-in-place period will be extended for 7 days until February 5, 2016. Remain in a warm room for the remainder of this period and do not let any outside air indoors. Ensure all openings are secure and locked. Stay away from windows. An all clear will be announced when this period expires.
The National Weather Service has issued a winter storm warning for the following counties in Ohio: Adams, Brown, and Highland. Effective until 1:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday, January 30th, 2016. Reminder: stay indoors at all times for the time being. Dangerously low temperatures and obstructive conditions are present outdoors. Stay tuned to local media for further information.
This is a 911 telephone outage emergency. The following message is being broadcasted by the Douglas County Sheriff. The 911 emergency lines have gone down due to an unknown reason, but can be inferred that such is caused by the chilling temperatures which have reached the city of Omaha. To contact emergency services, call the Sheriff's Office at 303-660-7505 or the toll-free number at 800-654-2733.
Good evening. This is Roy Allred for KUER at the University of Utah in Salt Lake City. Today, we have a special guest. Nationally renowned meteorologist and NASA administrator Shaun Osborne will be coming to speak with us in just a few moments. Right? We've received the go-ahead from Shaun, and he will be speaking now. I wasn't expecting that to happen so quickly. Hello, Shaun. How's your time been as of recent?
I would say good, but I don't feel that's appropriate for the time being.
That's completely understandable, Shaun. I mean, we're all painfully aware of what's happening in the Midwest and what could happen in the future. Speaking of which, before you get to the events of the cold wave in the Midwest, do you think these events will spread any further?
Yes, but not by much. The northern United States is definitely under threat, but anything outside of that area should be fine. As far as time goes, this cold wave should last in the Midwest for about 9 more days, and considering an expansion into the northern United States, it should only have to face a wave for about 5 days. There's not much we can do for citizens in these areas but to warn them of what's to come and pray for them.
Thank you for that, Shaun. Now, I believe we should get to the circumstances that have occurred so far.
Alright. The Midwest is in an ugly situation. An average of negative 62 degrees Fahrenheit was reported across affected areas. The highest temperature was recorded in southern Indiana at negative 3 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of negative 120 degrees Fahrenheit in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. A warning by state authorities told citizens to prepare for temperatures of negative 120 degrees, and while the said temperature was over-exaggerated, it was made to prompt a more robust response from victims in order to survive. They weren't off by much considering the temps in Sault Ste. Marie, though. Those extreme conditions have to warrant threats to life, economics, and humanitarian resources. As important of a subject as it is, we can't get information regarding it due to the extreme danger that remains present. Some areas may be examined sooner than others, though.
Now, we are affiliated with the University of Utah in Salt Lake City, and we would like to know if the Wasatch Front will be involved in this.
You will experience low temperatures, but the main cold wave will not reach your area. The pattern of this wave is showing that it is receding northward as it reaches west, so based on your longitudinal area, you will not experience the brunt of the wave, while certain areas in nearby states like Colorado will.
Thank the Lord. That's a relief, Shaun. Unfortunately, we're out of time, and I'd like to thank you for talking with us.
Well, thank you for having me.
And now for our statewide temperature forecast. A truly abnormal day it is for us, as it reaches a forecasted -1 in Julesburg. While down in Cortez, temperatures are quite warm at 41 degrees. We are all aware at this point why the chilling temperatures are reaching into Colorado, but what we don't understand is how the gap of temperatures can be this steep. Granted, with these conditions, inclement weather will be present, as much of the eastern and northern portions of the state are under winter storm watches or warnings. The counties of Weld, Logan, Morgan, and Sedgwick in particular are also under blizzard watches. In short, stay as warm as possible and be prepared for the next few days as the cold wave makes its way out.
The National Weather Service has issued a blizzard warning for the following counties in Colorado: Sedgwick, Logan, and Phillips, effective until Sunday, January 31st at 11:16 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Remember, in a blizzard situation, stay indoors and keep warm. Do not travel unless it is found as necessary. Stay tuned for further information.
This is a message through the Wilbox Community Emergency Alert System. This is not an exercise. This is a regular primary update as required by protocol during a state of emergency. The current threat level is diminishing threat. This means that a dangerous threat remains present, but such danger is receding. Low temperature today, -1 degrees Fahrenheit. High, 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Reports state that this threat will end tomorrow, February 3rd, and temperatures will reach average on February 6th.
All clear. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Wisconsin Emergency Management Ministry. The extreme polar vortex conditions in the Midwestern United States have cleared and the general emergency has concluded. However, you should remain indoors for about 24 hours as conditions are still highly dangerous outdoors. Thank you for your cooperation with your government agencies.